All right, what's going on, everybody? Pest here. I'm just going to do a quick little video here on player rotation. So hopefully this is informative to the vast majority of you. Hopefully it helps you guys out a little bit in terms of keeping your stat numbers at a reasonable level. But also, I hope that it helps you guys out in terms of game planning and in terms of hey, just being a better player overall, both in this league and maybe in some other areas. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to just go ahead and I'm gonna start a new franchise just from scratch, right? Doesn't really matter who's who or who's what. I'm just going to kind of start a little later on in the season, just because What I want to do is I want to go. I want to
Select the
basically go
team you want to
to
join.
the off season. I'm just going to do a quick little off season period. I'm gonna probably just sim the draft because it kind of doesn't matter who I get. I'm just going to work with kind of what I have here. So I'm just going to pick a random team here. I don't know. Let's go with the Chargers.
Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles
Actually, you
or
know what?
adjust options, use the tiles
I
on the
want to go
left.
with no, we can go with the Chargers. That's cool. Let's go with the Chargers. I don't really care about all the settings and all that right now. That's irrelevant. So
Start
like I
your
said, what
week
I'm gonna
by
do
installing
is
your game
I'm just gonna
plan.
hop in here. I'm gonna see what this team is looking like in terms of their contracts. Anybody that I want to keep here. I'm gonna try
Start
and
your
run through
week
this as
by
quickly as
installing your
possible
game
because,
plan.
like I said, this isn't really like the
These players are on the last year of their
this part isn't
contract.
necessarily important. But
Cap room
let's.
is how much money the closer your contract. This is the player card. Here you can see your
I wish I
players.
had turned these tutorials off. My bad, y'all. All right, so let's just hit them with some contracts here. You know, um, I'm gonna pass on old Phillip. Um, let's go with we'll go with Melvin. We'll give him a little contract, whatever. See if he takes it. Oh, he wants more salary. You a bum. Um, Now, keep in mind when I actually do some of this player rotation and whatnot, I'm going to basically just kind of go as if I was doing my team, or if I'm just playing a CPU or just a regular old man or whatever. Like a lot of these players are super necessary here, but I'm just going to grab some because I want to have quite a few players to do these rotations. Just going to use all this cap space because who cares? I should have probably did this beforehand, but it is what it is. We already here, so probably what I should do real quick is just go in. Well, actually, auto scouting doesn't matter. I'm gonna let the computer pick all my players and whatnot. Let me just jump to the next week and see if I can get old Melvin Mel to resign since he want to be difficult. But I guess it's kind of sim, right? All right, cool. All right, so now that I got that, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna sim all the way to the. Oh, got an injury. I'm gonna sim all the way to the off season. Don't care who wins Super Bowl. Don't care about none of that. Um,
This is the last opportunity to re-sign your players or they'll become
yeah,
free
whatever.
agents.
They can become free agents.
You have a player healed from injury and ready to play.
All right, so just really quickly, what I'm gonna do, right? And this is what I always do. I do this even if I know my team, man. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of look through the roster, kind of see what I got. Um, you know, obviously, I'm sure all y'all do the same things or whatever. But just want to see what we're working with here. It's kind of relevant, but might be a little faster if I just go here, and we're just gonna make the best lineup we possibly can. All right, so run the 3-4. That's cool. We can work with that. That's really all I need to know right now is whether this team what scheme this team is using. So just do a quick free agency period. Um, let's see if I can speed this up a little bit. The rosters on. I'm just gonna go ahead and let the computer do all this. Screw it. I really don't care. Otherwise, it's gonna take us forever. So I'm just gonna go ahead and sim. I'm gonna let the computer go ahead and do all that.
Welcome to Draft Week. All the effort you spend
I'm gonna go
scouting
ahead and
comes
sim the
down to
draft
this. Start the draft whenever you're ready.
because what's really important is just moving these players around. I was thinking along the lines of trying to like actually get players, but at the end of the day, right? Your team is gonna vary. It really is. Your team is absolutely going to vary. So just go ahead and auto these players because here's where we're going to get into moving some of these players around. So for those who don't know, right, this auto sub is actually a really good way to get a rotation for your players. Um, if you go to like everybody's always talking about like some of these auto subs. If you just do like a search for, Madden 20 auto subs, man, you'll find a whole bunch of different ones or whatever. But honestly, it's really kind of your preference. Smart thing to do, or what I like to do, is I'm never subbing my quarterback out. So I'm going to put that all the way down to 0. I'm going to put sub into 1. That way the quarterback never leaves because he shouldn't. I don't care how tired you are. For my running back, I want to try to keep my running back as fresh as possible. So I would probably do something along the lines of like 90, 94, 90. Same thing with my wide receivers. Like I want these guys to sub out before they get too tired because one of the things that happens a lot in this game is their stamina lowers as the game goes, obviously. So if you keep these guys fresh, man, you'll continue to rotate guys out. So I tend to do kind of the same thing. This isn't exactly what I have because I kind of got it saved on my computer, but I do something along the lines of like maybe like a pull him out at 88, put him back in at like 93, whatever the case may be. Fullback, tight end, that's kind of whatever. On all the settings I've seen, it's like super low, so it kind of don't matter. O line, same thing as quarterback. They should never come out, so I put them down to 0. I put the O line in down to 1. That way, no matter what, no matter how tired they are, they're gonna play. Hey, you in the trenches, get big. DTs, I like to have DTs kind of high as well. Maybe 90, 95. Once again, just go do a search, man. Go look up on I think it's Operation Sports is where it is. Operation Sports got a bunch of these slider sets. And you can just kind of go in, see how your gameplay is, see how your player rotation is, and you can kind of go from there. Just find whatever your sweet spot is. Your experience may vary, but we tend to keep these relatively high just so we can get a good rotation. Linebackers, because of the way that I utilize my linebackers, I don't have to have this so high. I can kind of have this a little bit lower because I don't want, if I got my sub linebacker in there or if I'm playing a specific set, like I want my linebackers to play. Same thing with like cornerbacks. You don't really want cornerbacks rotating all crazy like that, man. But you figure out where you want. Safeties, man. Safeties, y'all gonna play. Y'all gonna play. I don't care. But like it would look something like this, you know what I'm saying? Something along these lines. Once you find your sweet spot, you know what I'm saying? I suggest when you find slider sets that you like, that are working real good for you in a rotation you like, take a picture of it, save it on your phone, your computer, whatever the case may be. I've got certain slider sets that I really like, and I leave those like that. So once you do that, you go ahead and save. The next thing, the next thing that you need to do, obviously, and you can do it either in here, right? But you go here and you set your specialist. Obviously, everybody kind of knows how to do that. I personally like to do it. I personally like to do it here in the depth chart. You just gotta you get like a better view on where people are going to be. Hey, look, Tyrod Taylor, what's up? Welcome to the team. Um, so I'm gonna look here and I'm gonna see. All right, I got Joey Bosa. He's a beast. He's gonna stay right where he's at. Over here, Melvin Ingram. He's a beast. He's gonna stay right where he's at. Defensive tackle, rush defensive tackle. So this is a lot of people get this wrong, right? Because what you want to do is obviously you need to look through your defensive tackles. But if you don't have at least 1 to 2 pass rushing, speed rushing, power move, defensive tackles, you wrong, yo. Like straight up, you're wrong. A lot of times we get caught up in the fact that, oh, this dude got this high ass overall. We don't care about the high ass overall per se. What we care about is these pass rushing moves. We also care a little bit about their speed. Here in this instance, I mean, I don't got a whole lot going on here. You know what I'm saying? Like my best players, are, are not super good at pass rushing, but they got good power move. You can see I got 77, I got 73. That's decent power move, but like this is like really important, man. When you do your rush DT, you need to ensure that you have people who can actually rush the passer. Now, outside of Hall of Fame, you want to get glitchy, right? Then maybe you throw, one of these bad boys up in here. You know what I'm saying? But in the Hall of Fame, you got to be real careful about that, right? One of the things that we will allow as the LO is for you to do specific packages. Maybe you do like a NASCAR package. For those who do not know what a NASCAR package is going to be a passing situation package where you will have 3 to 4 like edge rushers all lined up on the line, right? In specific situations, that's fine. I'm gonna show you how to do that here in a second. But like things like this, man, your rush defensive tackle, man, these need to be people that got good pass rushing moves, man. You got run blockers in there, you wasting your time, straight up. But once again, we'll get into that here a little bit later. Same thing with like your slot wide receivers, right? Your slot wide receivers, you want these guys to be fast. You want these guys to have good acceleration. The faster they are, the better. But you really want them to have good acceleration. But what's most important when you're dealing with these slot guys is catching traffic, man. Because they're going across the middle of the field. They're gonna probably get rocked. So you want people there who are going to be able to hold on to the ball and not drop it. Also, you may want to look at your player cards and see if they have like drop pass. If they have like the drop pass under their ability. Here, I'll show you where that's at real quick, just so you know what to look for. A lot of times we don't focus on these things, right? But believe it or not, man, they really play a big part.
This is
Oh,
the development trait.
yeah, we got
Super.
Keenan on
This is the ability.
still.
This
Whoop,
player
whoop,
has
whoop.
his zone ability.
All right.
This is a power.
So if you look here at ratings, right, you'll see their traits. Um, they may have drop passes, man. If you see that trait, don't put them in the slot because they're gonna drop everything straight up. But catching traffic is really important. Uh, I'm gonna be completely honest, man. A lot of times, not so much a Hall of Fame because I've got receivers for everything. But if I'm playing like let's say I'm playing my homeboy or whatever, man, I'm gonna take my best guy and put him in the slot because he gonna eat there. Listen, I'm letting you guys in on some trade secrets that y'all probably already know because I see y'all be using that cheese sometimes. All right, cool. Man, this whole line is just pitiful. This team ain't gonna go nowhere. Um, all right, the most important thing, man. Um, let's go in here and let's look at formation subs real quick. I don't know if anybody is using these formation subs, yo, but like this is my bread and butter, yo. And I don't mind sharing this with y'all, man, because I want y'all to get better. I want y'all to get better at this. So like, yo, this is my bread and butter. Especially on defense. Offense, I don't really mess around a lot with the formation subs, but there's some stuff I'm gonna show you in offense that may help you out. So a lot of times, right? I'm on. I'm utilizing each one of these packages for specific things, right? Uh, so like I'm going to create a package that is predominantly a run stopping package. And I know, like, hey, in running situations, I'm going to this package. All right. So like let's just take a look at let's go with 3-4 over ed, right? This is essentially a kind of a base 3-4. This is kind of a weird package, but I get what they're doing here because I mean it kind of looks like it's a 4-3 with the exception of your Sam linebacker. I'm sorry, your Will linebacker, your weak off ball linebacker lined up in the trenches here. But even still, so I'm looking at this right, and let's just say that I want to make 3-4 over ed. Honestly, yeah, because they're running these kind of packages. Okay, so let's just say that I want to make 3-4 over ed my primary run stopping package. Like I want this package to work in terms of stopping and run. This is actually kind of not bad, to be honest with you. Um, I mean, it's okay, but if I'm running this team, I want people here that are going to be able to stop the run, like straight up. So like Nick Perry, he's a guy that I would probably keep here just because he's got good block shed, he's got good pursuit. All right, he's got really relatively decent tackle. Um, so let's just say hypothetically though, um, if I know that this is a run stopping package, right? I'm looking at these linebackers, and the question that I have is, all right, are these guys going to be able to stop the run in this package? Oh, Blake Martinez. All right, cool. He's a tackling machine. So actually, probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch this up. I'm going to put Melvin Ingram here. This guy's block shedding is not good, but I don't. Like I said, I didn't really have a whole lot to do with this roster. I kind of let it sim. So, these are my guys with the best block shedding. I'm gonna put the guys with the best block shedding up here, and then I'm gonna put my linebackers who got the best block shedding, tackle, run stopping abilities. They're gonna be up here. So, like when you're looking at your roster, right? You need to make a decision as to what players do what well. If I'm making this my run stopping package, like one of my run stopping base 3-4, 4-3, whatever you want to call it package, then I'm going to go in here and I'm going to make sure that every person that's on this field right now can stop the run. Okay. Now you need to remember, obviously, what packages do what. But just keep those kind of things in mind. Like, all right, I got Adrian Phillips here, right? But let's see if I got a better run stopping. Let's see if I got a better run stopping guy here that I can put in this package. Let's do block shed. It's kind of terrible. I'm gonna look, but I'm gonna look through my guys and I'm gonna see like, all right, do I got a guy here that's good at stopping a run? I'm gonna put him over here in this free safety position because I'm stacking the box here. I need people that are gonna stop the run. Now, you want to also make sure though that like if I got something that's gonna stop the run, actually, man, now that I look at this set's way better at stopping the run because I got five on the line. So looking at this, I would actually turn my 3-4 under into my run blocking, my run stopping set, and I would turn my over ed into my predominantly pass blocking 3-4, 4-3 set. All right. Um, I'm gonna go through each one of these. I'm not gonna do this right now, obviously, but I'm going to legitimately, as the guy that's running this team, I'm gonna go through each one of these sets, and I'm going to determine what set I'm using for what. All right, I got 5 different sets here. I'm gonna probably use my wide nine in second and medium, maybe second and six. Second and six and larger of the line of game because I still want to stop the run, but I want to also make sure that I can cover the pass. So these are the things that y'all need to be thinking about when you're setting up these sets. But what's important is that as you build your team and you figure out, hey, these are the guys that do these things well, sub them in these packages. This is going to guarantee you, it's going to guarantee you a good rotation of players in terms of your stats, in terms of your player count, in terms of keeping your players fresh for the whole game, in terms of preventing injury. Because believe it or not, the more tired a player is, the more likely they are to get injured in this game. All right. So you need to keep these things in mind when you're building these sets. If I'm building, all right, here's kind of what I was talking about with like a NASCAR package. All right. Do I got a dime set in here? Got a regular dime set? Yeah, I got a regular dime set. Okay. Um, there will never, ever, ever be a time that I would be in a dime set if I think my opponent's going to run. There'll never be a time. So what I'm gonna do here, right, is I'm going to utilize this set to create a NASCAR package. Once again, I told you a NASCAR package is a set that has four pass rushers in it, right? So let's see. Oh man, this kid's a beast. I'm gonna put him in there. Let's see, Oscar, what do you do well? You're kind of fast, but your moves suck. Um, let's just say hypothetically that Tillery is like my pass rushing DT. I'm gonna put him in there because I still want to have a big body in there that's going to require a double team. But I'm going to throw in 3 or 4 if I have them pass rushers in this set. All right. I'm going to make sure that I've got my best pass coverage linebacker in this set. Who is going to be, man? These linebackers are not very good pass guys. Um, I mean, oh, wait a minute. There we go. Listen, look, check that out. I got a pass cover guy. He's got 85 speed, so he's going to be able to hopefully keep up with that running back. Probably not because everybody's got a cheesy ass fast running back, but hopefully he's good to to be in that position. But also, if you're going to use this guy who's got 85 speed, you should be able to make that work. But I'm gonna throw this pass coverage guy in here because I'm creating a NASCAR set that I'm only using against the pass. All right. So once again, I've got these sets. I'm gonna figure out who's my better slots. I'm not gonna go super into that because I think I've talked kind of enough about this. But like when you're looking through your team, man, figure out what people do what best. All right. And utilize that to have a good rotation to keep your players fresh. All right. If you know that your forte is pass rush, but your cornerbacks aren't that great, then put your team in a position to get to the quarterback quickly. If it's the other way around, right? All right, cool. I got a bunch of cornerbacks. They're all really good. I'm gonna throw them in these sets, man. I'm gonna jump in this dollar, and I'm gonna make sure that these guys that are up here are my best defenders because who's using the dollar or the quarter to stop the run? Nobody. If you're using the dollar or the quarter to stop the run, you're wrong, straight up. But I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna make sure that on my line I got my best pass rushers. I got this kid right here. Uh, maybe I throw him in there because I'm only gonna use this in a third and stupid ass long scenario where I want to try to get pressure with 3 guys, but also keep everything in front of me. So I want to put fast guys on the outside that can keep up with those really fast guys. I want somebody who's got good tackle in the slot. Like that. That's essentially what I want to do. I want to make sure that my safeties are cover safeties. Yo, it's not it's really not unlikely for me to put like to have 2 free safeties back here on a dollar. If I got 2 free safeties that are great in coverage, like that's just what it is. Like in this case, right? In this case, I'm keeping Derwin James in here. But if my strong safety is more of a in the box tackle someone, a Landon Collins or Jabril Peppers, one of these guys that are in the box guys, I'm not putting him in this set because I'm designing this set to stop the pass. So like these are the things that you need to look for, or the things that you need to be looking at. Um, Same thing with goal line defense, man. I'm putting here on these trenches. I'm putting my fat boys. I'm putting all my fat boys on these trenches, man, because I want to stop the run and I want to put my faster linebackers or my safety or whoever the case may be. I want them to be here so that they can contain the edges. But I want big fat motherfuckers down here. Big fat motherfuckers. And I'll probably put a fast guy over here, put a fast edge guy over here, and everybody else is fat boys, just fat boys. Some people aren't looking at their specials, man. So if you're ever in a game, right, and they punt you the ball, you know, you field the punt, you run it back, you know what I'm saying, and suddenly some random dude is tired. A lot of these guys are defensive guys, so a lot of times maybe you punt the ball and you're on defense and one of your defenders is tired. Yo, you need to come through here and look at like some of these punt some of these punt packages, some of these field goal packages. On offense, if you're looking for on offense, you'll be looking for your punt package here, punt tight, right? Do they only got punt tight? I don't see a regular punt. Typically, you see regular punt here. Maybe these guys only punt tight. I don't know. But you know, you need to come in here and look and see what guys are in here because there's a lot of defenders here. There's a lot of defenders, and so you need to look and make sure, like, all right, what guys do I have that are real good at specials? Because do I really want Blake Martinez to be on my punt team and then have to come out there and and play defense? Hell no. So look at this stuff, man. Straight up, look at this stuff. Just a quick thing that I want to show you on offense, and then we're gonna wrap it up because this is already kind of going longer than I want to. And I don't have anybody in here asking me questions, so that's fine, whatever. Let's look at like I form, right? There's a very good chance that you're gonna run out of some of these I form sets, right? That I form tight, man. Um, you know, outside zone runs, stretch runs. People are running a lot of that stuff out here, right? So cool. What you want to make sure is if I know that I'm going to use I form tight to do nothing but run out of and maybe do a little bit of play action, and I don't really care that I have my best guy out here, that's fine. Because what you really need to be looking at is which one of these wide receivers run block the best. All right, that's something that a lot of people ain't thinking about. Do I have a guy out here that can run block his ass off? Because if I'm running that stretch play, maybe I'm running towards Keenan Allen's side. And I want to make sure that if Keenan Allen is the guy there, man, he needs to be able to block. So that's something that you want to think about in some of these packages, man. If you know that you predominantly use some of these specific sets and packages to run out of, put your best run blockers there. All right. Um, I highly encourage everyone to take some time, right? When you have it, because honestly, yo, when I do this, like from the beginning, this might take me an hour. I'm straight up, man. Like I'm writing players down, on paper. Okay, I want to put this guy here and put this guy here. This will take me legitimately like an hour to get this entire thing set up the way I want it to be set up. All right. But I highly encourage y'all to take some time, man. Look through these sets, see what players are in here. We'll have sets, man, where we'll have two tight end sets and it'll automatically put your number one and your number two there. But maybe your number three is a better run blocker or pass blocker than your number two. Put your number three in here. You know what I'm saying? Like these are things you need to be looking for, especially when you're kind of game planning for what you want to do. Um, so I mean that is the best way to get the best rotation for your guys. Is right here in formation subs. All right, set your auto subs up the way you want them to be set up, and come in here, look through all of these sets. Like I said, it's going to take you a while. It takes me about an hour, but do your due diligence and look through all of these sets, man, and make sure that when you're doing this stuff, you are putting your best players in the best position to win. Like it's really that simple. When you build your team, you need to be thinking about this stuff. Like you need to have this stuff in mind as you're building your team. Like, all right, do I have defensive tackles who can rush the passer? Do I have linebackers that are good in pass coverage? Do I have wide receivers that are good run blockers? Do I have a running back that's a big body guy that I can sub in on this I form to be my fullback, because then I can do a play action pass to the fullback in the flat. These are things you should be thinking about. All right. Um, so we gonna end on that, man. I really hope that this was informative. I really hope that this helps you guys out. Yo, if you got any questions, man, come talk to me. All right. I'm more than willing to go through this more in depth. Um, I would have been willing to sit here for an hour if I had people in the damn HOF University chat. I'd have sat here for an hour and I'd have answered all questions. But that's fine. Come hit me up. Send me a message. I'm more than willing to help you guys out with this. If you have questions or if you're confused, if I didn't explain it properly, let me know. All right, I'm more than willing to do more of these videos, more of these tutorials when it comes to building your roster, setting up your roster, what you should be looking for in terms of ratings on guys for specific positions. But at the end of the day, man, it's finding players that can do the things you want them to do and putting them in positions to do those things. It's just that simple. All right, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope it was informative, and I will get up with you guys here later on, man. Hey, good luck to everybody this upcoming season, man. I hope all y'all kick ass, and man, hopefully I'll be in the Super Bowl again, and I'll win it this time. All right, guys, take it easy. Deuces.